Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Friday, December 6th, 2024. Now, we're on our way once again, to jury deliberations in People of the State of New York versus Daniel Penny. This is going to be day 4. It's quite something. Yesterday, people expected the verdict, and after they asked for all of the videos, then they asked for a read back of the instructions, and they got a written copy of, not the whole thing, but some of it, then nothing. In the afternoon, absolutely nothing, and around just before 5 o'clock, they sent out a note. It seemed and then they said that the note was to say, we've reached a natural breaking point, and we're taking off. Now, whether that means that they're working through it, that this is going to go into next week, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Meanwhile, the father of Jordan Neely filed a civil suit in Manhattan State Supreme Court, right? Just down the street. So there's that. But we're heading there today. Today, there might be one. And there's a book out, and it's called Daniel Penny for Your Thoughts. On the Sean Diddy Combs docket, now we're going civil. Yesterday, 2 developments. In the first, one of the early John Doe cases. I don't think it's a Busby case. Was partially dismissed, partially going forward, and the Jane Doe must now give her name, according to Judge Clark. In another one, this is the Dawn McKinney named case for Judge Buchwald. It was Team McKinney decided to drop voluntarily from the suit Diageo and Ciroc vodka. So there's a lot of talk about whether these firms, we've got New York's strongest behind us, whether these firms are behind the prosecution. I've seen that theory out there. I've also covered Diageo when they fought. It was bullet against redemption, the battle of bourbon in the Southern District of New York. Now, we'll have to go a little bit faster here, but on the Trump docket, second shoe falling for the second time. Jack Smith has confirmed that he wants to double dismiss. He dismissed the indictment in D.C., but then citing, apparently they became aware of some circuit court case law out there that you had to specifically say that you were also dismissing the first indictment that had been superseded, and so it was kind of no longer a thing. But they do this. When people plead guilty, they say, like, are there any outstanding charges? And they dismiss them. So I guess they did that, but they did it in 2 stages. Eric Adams got the city of yes, slimmed down, it said, passed. And we have a book out. It's called City of Maybe, Eric Adams. It's about the criminal case, though, not so much about the housing, but definitely interested in housing. So we may have more on that. Finally, because we're almost getting where we're going, the UN has deemed that anything that links UNRWA to what happened on October 7th is hate speech. It's totally outrageous, because hate speech is about a group. It's about a maligned group feeling threatened. It's not about an organization abusing its power to say, you can't criticize me or I'm going to criminalize that. That's called censorship. Now, I'm not crying. In this case, it's obviously, they're talking about a government putting ads, supposedly by the UN, but it's the same kind of a concept that they use against individual journalists, because the UN is a hypocritical sinkhole of corruption and censorship. Inner City Press has been banned since asking about Antonio Guterres' finances, and we're expecting a change in the weather there. They aren't, clearly, because they're still swinging this hate speech thing around. I hope it blows up. Well, we'll see. I'm for free speech. That's all I can say. Inner City Press, we're going in.